Hello team, how are you? Today I want to talk about something that I believe it completely separates top performers from average performers in the sales industry. And that thing is your attitude. The attitude will completely separate the people that is always performing at a high level from anybody else because they have a different way to looking at the challenges that they see in day-to-day basis. Okay? One of the things and examples that you can look at it very easy is, if you have been in the sales industry long enough, you've probably seen this new rep that is higher, and all of the sudden it just starts selling way more than a lot of the people that has been in the industry for a couple of years. So why is that? Why is this guy that has no experience, that probably doesn't know the whole program, how it works, that doesn't have a lot of knowledge about the industry, how is it that this guy or girl is selling way more than people that been in the industry for years? And the answer for that is for their attitude. They are all excited. Everything is new. They don't know what's a good tour or what's a bad tour. They don't know what's a Q or an InQ. They just are so excited of having the opportunity of talking to somebody and making a lot of money that they will do their best. And at the end of the day, the sales are a transfer of emotions. So all of the sudden, the clients that are in front of this new rep, they get all excited because the rep is excited, because they get like with this energy. So at the end, they are so excited that this guy or girl is talking with so much passion about their product that it must be good. So they want to have it. Now, in the other hand, it doesn't matter how much experience you have in the business, how many books have you read, how much do you know about sales techniques. If you have a bad attitude, that's not going to take you anywhere. So, for me, I remember when I started in the industry a couple of years ago, I remember I was working for a Spanish company in Cancun, and besides having the American and Canadian clientele, also because they were a company from Spain, they had a lot of Spanish guests. So the Spanish guests that they managed to put into the sales presentation, they enter as a city tour. I remember in my early 20s, getting on my first month, I end up selling 3 people from Spain. At that month, I end up in second place. And I remember at the end of the month, I was so excited when they were clapping for first place, second place, and third place. I was so excited to be there. Obviously, I got a pretty good check, so I was even more excited because I was a kid, and I was not used to get that kind of money, so that was awesome. So I remember this gentleman, an older gentleman, approached me, and he grabbed me in the shoulder, say, "Hey kid, don't you know that you're not supposed to sell to people from Spain? They are in queues." I didn't knew what the hell he was talking about until I started learning. And then that's another bad part about experience, because once that you have experience, then you can kind of make yourself a perception of what a good tour or a bad tour might look. And that's not necessarily a good thing if you don't know how to manage it. I have seen many salespeople through the years, just getting disappointed since the first moment, that before saying hello to their clients, just because they look at the last name or they look of where they're from, or just looking at them because of the color of their skin. Now, if you manage to overcome this, then you can do whatever you want. The beautiful thing about attitude is that the only ones that we can control the attitude is ourselves, nobody else. So we decide what attitude are we gonna have against the challenges that are presented in front of us every single day. Okay? Now, once that we realize that, we can train our mind to be on a positive mind, to be with a positive attitude. It takes effort. It's not easy. We have bad days. No? But once that we manage most of the time in consistent basis to have a positive attitude, and then we already have the knowledge, the experience, and the skills, that's a perfect recipe for success. And again, in the sales industry, there's nothing that will make you or lose you more amount of sales than your own attitude. So it's finding in each other a way to keep a great attitude about everything. For me, I remember when I was on the line, I used to have a very specific concept of what's wrong and what's right, and what you need to do and what you don't. So whenever I perceived that they were doing something that was wrong, no, immediately I reacted, and then I get angry, and then that anger makes me lose my focus. So when I was talking to my client, I was not focused because I was angry about something else. And I remember many years ago reading a phrase on a book that I don't remember exactly, but it was something like this. If you can do something about it, don't worry about it. And if you cannot do something about it, then don't worry about it. So that simple phrase completely hit me. And then I started applying that. And I said, like, if it's not up to me, because there's so many things that it's not going to be up to us. We cannot control the way that they invite the client, the experience that the client had with the previous rep, the experience that the guests are having right now. We cannot control so many things. So once that we decide to let go and actually put our energy in things that we can actually control, that is our attitude and the way that we're going to react to the things, then we can start putting all of our brain power into the things that we want to accomplish. So the more that you are aware of this, the better the results that you are going to have. And like I say again, attitude is the key to success. So learn on how to control your attitude, and remember that feeling when you were beginning in the sales industry. Remember that first sale that you got. Remember the first time that you won a month. Remember the first time you wrote $1 million. Remember the first time you accomplished your goals. If you remember all of this can be your happy place for you to, no matter what's going in front of you, you can go to your happy place and keep your attitude in the right place. Thank you very much for listening. Keep a great attitude and let's rock it.